The biggest topic and the biggest news, obviously, that happened over this past week or this weekend, let me say, was Colorado going to Texas or TCU and beating them. Now, to put this into bigger perspective, Colorado won one game last year. And that one game obviously wasn't against a ranked opponent. It obviously wasn't against the runner up to the national championship last year. And Colorado was just in a terrible place last year, and actually for the last few years. And where I said that I'm going to start this with an apology is with an asterisk, is because when Deion Sanders came over to Colorado, there was a lot of excitement, a lot of expectations with Deion Sanders being the head coach of this team. And as somebody that it's hard for me to get up, it's hard for me to get amp about a coaching. Well, let me say this I knew Deion Sanders was going to be good. That's no question. Everywhere Deion Sanders has gone, whether it was professionally when he was playing, and obviously in Jackson State, he's changed whatever organization he's been in, and there was no question that Deion Sanders was going to be good, and I didn't think that. I understand it's one game. Right, and I'm not trying to throw water on this flame that is Colorado right now. I'm a huge proponent of players play the game, not the coaches. I understand how important coaches are, and I also understand, especially now in college sports and college football in particular, how important and how vital the transfer portal can be for schools. I mean, I haven't even addressed the apology yet. The apology is I didn't think Colorado was going to be that good. I still think it's going to be a bumpy season, but I didn't think that Colorado was going to be that good. Because, again, I was looking at how they played last year and just how abysmal of a team they were. And while, yes, you have Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders, like I said earlier, changes the dynamic of any team that he's on, whether it's coach or player, I still was skeptical. You know, we saw the video with the I'm here bringing my luggage, and my luggage is heavy, and he brought his sons with him. He also had Travis Hunter with him. I just didn't know. I didn't know if that was going to translate to a bigger market. I didn't know if that was going to translate to winning in a bigger market. And to go to TCU, like I said, I know this isn't the same TCU from last year. A lot of their players went to the draft, but this is still a good TCU team. I'm not minimizing anything that Colorado did, because while yes, it was a back and forth, they ultimately won 45-42. Colorado was in full command pretty much the entire game, and I can honestly say that I was pleasantly surprised. Now, again, this is only week one. And I don't think that, Colorado is going to go undefeated. I don't see that. And I honestly don't even know if they're going to have a winning record, because they have a really tough schedule by the end of this year. I don't know that. But what I do know after watching week one is that Colorado is going to be much better than they were last year. And my apology comes because I didn't think that was going to be the case. I didn't think they were just going to win one game. But they look drastically different. And shouts out to Deion Sanders. Shouts out to the transfer portal. It has changed. This is not the same Colorado that we're used to. And I mean, just look at these numbers, man. Shadir, I apologize if I messed your name up, bro. Shadir Sanders, 38 for 47, 510 yards. He had 4 wide receivers, or 4 players that was over 100 yards in receiving. I know the Heisman updated rankings came out, and I know Shedeur Sanders, his name is rising, and we have to talk about Travis Hunter for a second, because his name was not. It was like also receiving votes or whatever. It was Travis Hunter. I think that it's going to be very hard, because if you watch the game, he played like 100 snaps. It's when you play high school football, it's very easy and it's very common to see a player play maybe wide receiver and corner or running back and safety. Like it's very common, especially in some of the bigger markets, to see that, because you have a player that is just so dynamically better than everyone else on the field that you're going to use him the best way that you can. And as we saw, he had an interception, he had breakups, and of course he almost caught a touchdown that he dropped. He was incredible. And it's a very big if, but if he's able to keep this up, keep the frequency of playing both position or both sides of the ball up, I don't see how he is, even with how good Caleb Love can be, even with how good some of the quarterbacks, we'll talk about that in a second, some of the quarterbacks are. I don't see how Travis Hunter does not win the Heisman, because we've never seen a player on the college level be dominant on both sides of the ball at the same time. Now, again, it's very hard for me, and I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it up, because, again, that is a lot of work on that body. And again, he looked really good game one. It didn't gas him out. He didn't really look too tired, which was the fear that, of course, everyone had watching somebody play 100 snaps. But I am interested to see maybe if he continues it, how he'll fare against, in week 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if he's able to keep it up, I'm not going to say he can't. I know that we've never seen it before, and I'm not going to say he can't keep it up. But if he's able to keep it up, it's going to be incredible, man. And it's going to be hard for me to see anybody else win the Heisman, honestly, because, again, we've never seen anything like that. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.